I am going to rank all these Total War YouTubers on a tier list. I will base it on their campaign and multiplayer skill. I will give them both a score between 1 and 10, and with that I will rank the YouTuber on the tier list. Take this with a grain of salt please, because I can already see the comment section exploding. But anyway, let's start with the well-known Pixelated Apollo. Pixelated Apollo is already a decade in the YouTube scene. He started off mostly with online battles of OG Total War titles. Every now and then he starts a campaign, and from the looks of it, he definitely knows the basics.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Pixelated Apollo with a brand new Rome Total War 2, Total War Rome 2, or Rome 2 Total War.
In the first couple of years, all the videos that he made was him playing campaigns or him playing multiplayer battles. I think this was the period where he got most of the experience of Total War, because at a certain point he started to switch to immersive commentary of online battle replays.
When you're outnumbered like this, you cannot throw units away.
And I think this was the moment where his skill and experience stagnated. Most of the campaigns that he started did not finish, but I think Apollo is the best at multiplayer battles, to be honest. He definitely showed that the last couple of months, where he started to join tournaments, like the Total War League tournament, hosted by Marketable Skills, which is a 2v2 Rome 2 tournament with a $1,000 prize pool. Me, Marketable Skills and Apollo joined that tournament and tried to win it obviously, but we all failed unfortunately. But since that moment, he definitely picked up the new metas and he definitely became better at multiplayer battles. So I would rate his multiplayer skill as 6.5, because he still lacks some knowledge and micro, but his strategies are on point. But on the other side, I would rate his campaign skill a 5, and that would probably give him a place at mid, but he's definitely one of my favorite YouTubers out of this list. Next up we got the YouTuber Hair of Carthage. He started his YouTube career 14 years ago, and just like a lot of other YouTubers, he started with the Total War title Rome. Total War Rome and Medieval 2 were definitely the two games where most YouTubers joined the YouTube scene. His content existed mostly of online commentary battles.
This ship has taken a pummeling of cannon fire. There we go.
To be precise, he uploaded 80 Rome Total War online battles, which is a lot, but if you look at how many videos he posted for Rome 2, let's go up for a second. There you go, he made 573 videos of Rome 2 online battles. It's the same thing for Apollo. Rome 2 is definitely the core of his content. He definitely did campaigns of other Total War titles, but you will see that Rome 2 is the bulk of a lot of creators' content. And Hair of Carthage is still this day still uploading Rome 2. And I do have to agree, Rome 2 is the best Total War game right now. I have watched some of his campaigns, and he comes over like he has a lot of campaign knowledge. He also uploaded way more campaigns than Pixelated Apollo, so I will have to rate his campaign skill as 7. And for the multiplayer side, he mostly uploads Rome 2 LAN battles, so I don't know much about his skill for sieges. But if you look at the LAN battle that he played in, I wouldn't say he would be able to compete with the competitive Rome 2 LAN battle players, but I would definitely give him a 7 or a 7.5. But knowing he lacks a little bit on the siege department, I would have to rate his multiplayer skill as 7, which is still very high, and that would put him at veteran. Next up we got the well-known Warhammer YouTuber Turin. Compared to a lot of other Total War YouTubers, he joined the scene with the first Warhammer game, and that was like 7 years ago. Until this day he still uploads Warhammer Total War content, and the main thing he does now is Warhammer multiplayer battles, where he gives tips, commentary, and he hosts his own tournaments. Furthermore, he also plays campaigns, but those are mostly his live streams, where he's more in a chill vibe and just doing a head-to-head roleplay or something like that.
Yeah, you best not be doing the unlimited oath gold thing.
No.
Just sitting there crafting tons, yeah.
Just the dab.
And from the looks of it, I would definitely rate his campaign skill as 7, but here's where it becomes difficult. So Warhammer doesn't have really siege battles. You can play them, but they are terrible. So you can't compare his siege skill, but his land battle skill definitely compensates for that. But yeah, for Warhammer I would definitely rate his land battle skill specific a 9, but not knowing how he would perform in historical multiplayer battles, like Rome 2 sieges or land battles, I would have to rate his multiplayer skill at 8.5. And that brings him very high at the list, and that would put him at God tier. Next up we got Joit. Joit is a friend of Apollo. I think they both met each other when Apollo hosted a tournament, which was extremely entertaining to watch.
Alright, Joe, you there?
Yes, sir.
We have 2 of the top dogs.
But yeah, back then Joit was in the Rome 2 tournament team called the Hungry Wolves. And back then he played pretty good, but that's now a long time ago, I think 2-3 years ago. And now the metas and skill have elevated a lot. And since then Joit didn't join another tournament, because there was a big scandal back then where Rome 2 tournament team cheated. And because of that he got a dirty taste in his mouth of tournaments. And since then he didn't really catch up to all the current metas and sneaky tricks. But Joit definitely knows all the basics, and therefore I will give him a 6 at multiplayer Rome 2 battles. And looking at the campaign videos,
Right out of range, you've got to be kidding me.
I would have to rate his campaign skill a 5, and that will bring Joit at the same tier as Apollo, but just behind him, because he is not joining Rome 2 tournaments anymore. And oh yeah, next up we got the legend of Total War. He's one of the biggest in the Total War YouTube scene. He started 10 years ago with a 65-part Medieval 2 campaign, which is a lot, but the next big campaign after that is Total War Rome 2.
Legend of Total War here with part 21 of my Rome 2 legendary This is Total
War as Carthage campaign.
That's quite the intro. But he did a Rome campaign of 121 videos. And after that the Pontus, and the biggest one, the Carthage campaign with 163 videos, which is crazy. And I think that is why he got a bad taste about Rome 2. He did these massive campaigns in the early days of Rome 2. And to be honest, back then the game was trash. So yeah, that's very unfortunate that he couldn't get a better experience with Rome 2. But yeah, Legend of Total War is overall the campaign master. I don't think he ever published a multiplayer match of any Total War. Let's see. Alright, he got 2 multiplayer videos of Shogun and 15 multiplayer videos of Attila, and that's it. And he probably made like thousands of videos. So that's crazy, and that will definitely impact the multiplayer ranking. But I would still think if he would play a multiplayer match with all his knowledge about units, etc., he would definitely survive in online multiplayer battles with all his knowledge, and I think he will be able to be in the top 10%. And that's why I will still give his multiplayer skill a 6, even though he never does multiplayer. But yeah, for campaign it's a whole nother story. His whole channel is basically campaigns, which is crazy to imagine. And he definitely knows all the inside outs. He is also known as the AI cheese master, and he turns around a lot of disaster campaigns. And yeah, I really have to give this man a 10 for his campaign skill. I just can't go around it. With a 10 and a 6, I would still have to put him at pro, because he just belongs there. Next up we got Curved Bubbles. He's the god of Rome 2 land battles. So far he already hosted 16 tournaments, where tons of people join in and come to try and win the prize pool. And it's a lot of fun. I've played a couple tournaments, but I never managed to win it. But yeah, Curved Bubbles himself, also known as the Emperor, started off with being more commentary and entertaining.
Behold the banner! Oh, look at the banner! 4 groups, 26 competitors.
But the latest couple of tournaments he started to take it more serious. He really elevated his skill level with the latest couple of tournaments. For Rome 2 online land battles specific, I will have to rate his skill an 8, which is very high. But for sieges it's another story. A lot of his people, which are also from the land battle community, started lately to join the siege tournaments. And that is where they really struggle. They all can defend pretty well, because they can sally out and make it a kind of land battle. But when they are attacking, it's a disaster. So that's his one weakness. And therefore I have to rate his multiplayer skill as 7.5. And for the campaign side, I haven't seen him upload any campaigns, so I can't really judge it, so I will give him a 4 for campaigns. And yeah, that would still put him at mid. Next up we got Jackyfish. Jackyfish is another OG Total War YouTuber that joined the scene with Shogun 2, where he did a lot of commentary of 1v1 battles, 2v2 multiplayer battles.
Hey what up guys, Fish here, and I'm bringing you another Shogun 2 Total War commentary video. Can I just say happy Easter to everyone?
His voice really changed a lot over time. That's interesting to see. Just listen to how he sounds now.
No, none of these. Probably not going to risk it. Epirus, as you guys said, Epirus.
But this beginning period was really the time where he started to learn the game and understand the basics. I think back then he was pretty good at multiplayer battles, but lately he hasn't been playing multiplayer that much. And this is why his skill for multiplayer battles really stopped developing around 2-3 years ago. Here and there he will do a multiplayer commentary battle, but not that often anymore. He did upload a couple of battles of me playing Total War Rome 2 tournaments.
Titus Pullo playing as the Messina Leasley.
But yeah, in terms of multiplayer skill, I think Jackyfish is just lacking right now with the modern meta. And that's why I have to give him a 4 for multiplayer. And for the campaign side, he does start a Total War campaign once in a while, like the latest one he did for Pharaoh. And when you listen to him playing the game, he definitely knows the basics, but it's just not that advanced. And he isn't uploading Total War anymore, which results in less up-to-date skills and metas. But I can see he's definitely enjoying Mountblade right now, which is nice, and he's uploading great content. But for now on the tier list, I will put him at the lowest ranking, because I will have to give his campaign skill a 5, which is still good. But there are some YouTubers right now which know all the inside outs. So yeah, Jackyfish, there you go. No hate, but someone needs to end up here. Alright. Last but not least, we got Marketable skills. He's the god of Rome 2 siege battles.
On all my report cards, that boy, he's kind of dumb and he won't pay attention. It's just the way it is.
He has hosted 9 tournaments so far, which is called the Total War League tournament, which me, Pixelated Apollo and other YouTubers join every time to try and win it and also cover it. And just to let you guys know, if you are interested in a 2v2 tournament, make sure to check the link in the description where you can join his Discord and participate into these tournaments. So if there are people out there that think they're pretty good at sieges, go ahead and try it. But yeah, Marketable skills himself is also pretty good at sieges. He's not the best, but he can definitely survive in a competitive scene. His land battle skill is not that advanced, to be honest, and because of that I will have to rate his multiplayer skill a 7.5. And for the campaign skill, I don't know that much, because he only uploads multiplayer, just like I do. So yeah, that's why I have to give him automatically the lowest amount of points anyone got, and that is 4. And that combined would still give him a spot at veteran. So that was the tier list video. If you enjoy this type of content, make sure to hit that like button and let me know what you think about this tier list.